Miss Spencer, I'm Dr. Nichols, supervisor of the rehab program. I understand there's a problem.
Yeah, there is a problem. My father, Luke Spencer, who's supposed to be your patient here, is gone. So I need to know exactly when he left, and then you can tell me why the hell my family wasn't notified.
What? Why does everything have to be an ultimatum? I mean, you're going to put our marriage on the line every time we disagree.
This is not an ultimatum. We're not arguing about toothpaste. I feel like you're drawing a very specific line between me and your kids.
That is not what I'm doing, Brenda.
Okay, well, I'm actually glad to hear that. I'm happy to know that I misunderstood you. Because I felt like you were saying, go play with my kids, but you don't get to have a say in anything that happens with them. And I mean, I'm just curious. You know, you might as well tell me right now, what else do I not get to weigh in on?
I gotta come back later on, Sonny. Give me a call. It's about Michael, okay?
No, hold on. We'll discuss this later.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. If it's about Michael, I want to hear what's going on.
Is that am I supposed to leave? We're family, right? So if this has to do with family stuff. You said, did you not mean that?
Yes. Yeah. You can hear it.
There's not enough light in here. How are my little guys gonna survive in here without any light?
I'm calling the cops.
About this pathetic lighting situation? Good. Tell them to bring some donuts.
You know what? This crazy old man routine is a little bit played out. I'm calling the cops, turning your ass in, getting you sent away, and I'm sure the light will be just fine back in Pentonville.
Go right ahead. But first, I think you better make sure you can explain how this attractive young lady came to die in your house. Shot dead by your gun.
The Zakars are playing you. They want to use you against Sonny.
Johnny is a lot different than his dad.
Even if that's true, Anthony's the one pulling the strings. You're a lot smarter than this.
Okay, fine. You know, you and Dad don't want me to work with the Zakars, right? I get that, and I'll accept it if you let me come and work for you instead.
If I didn't happen to come by for a visit tonight, no one in my family would have known he was missing or for how long. How does that happen?
I'm sorry you're upset, but our program is voluntary, meaning patients can choose to stay or go. It's up to them. Your father checked himself in, and he paid for the program himself, which gives him the legal right to check himself out if that's what he chooses to do.
Wow. That's a great policy. So you guys let an admitted alcoholic check himself out and what? Drive himself home?
He called a cab.
And you don't notify the family?
Your father made it very clear that he didn't want his family notified, and we're legally obligated to respect his privacy. I spoke with Mr. Spencer myself. He's a very stubborn individual. He clearly hasn't accepted that he has a disease and refused to listen to me or anyone else. We can't legally force him to stay.
Right. I understand. I appreciate that you tried to convince him to stay. Obviously, no one could have done that. How long was he here?
About 15 minutes.
15 minutes? 15. Okay, so he lied to all of us. Can you tell me what cab company he took? Because I need to find him somehow.
Okay, so, you got news on Michael? What's going on?
Yeah, good news, though, for a change. We got a suspect in Brandon Lowe's murder.
Okay, so, Abby's off the hook?
Yeah, looks like it. I mean, we got a murder weapon, we got a taped confession, enough for the DA to drop the charges against her.
What about the hit woman? Did she say she was working for her?
Yeah, it's looking like that.
Yeah, right.
But, I mean, the important thing is the pressure's off Michael now. Abby's out of the woods. He's not going to take any chances and get his life back together.
Okay, good. So, great. Thanks for filling me in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll check in later on, but
Yeah,
in the meantime, you guys be nice to each other.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thanks, babe.
Hey, no problem.
It wasn't so hard, right? I mean, you know, it's been rough. I don't really know much about what's going on with Michael, and you haven't really told me much about what's going on with any of your kids, so I just, if we're gonna build a real relationship, that's gonna have to change.
You know how I feel. Your dad and I will never let you work with us.
Look, you're putting Jason in an impossible spot, Michael.
Can't you at least admit you understand?
Yes, of course I understand, but it doesn't really help. Look, it's the same answer you've always given me, and guess what? You and Dad will never see me as anything but some helpless kid who always needs to be protected. You know what? And Johnny doesn't see me that way. He sees me as useful and competent, and he wants to train me.
You don't think there's a chance that they want to use you against Sonny? They're just saying what you want to hear, Michael.
No disrespect, Jason, but you're wrong. I already talked to Johnny about this. I let him know I would never go against you or Dad. And he got it.
You and Johnny already talked terms?
Yes. Look, he's given me an opportunity that you and Dad would never give me. And as long as I have his word that he'll keep the truce between him and Dad, then yes, Jason, I'm gonna work for him.
Good, that's a smart move. Self-preservation's always the wiser choice. There might be hope for you yet.
Shut the hell up.
Easy now. Your bad attitude's rubbing off on my guys.
Go to hell and take your guys with you.
You relax. You made the right call. You put aside your petty desire to see me back behind bars, which would have put you there with me, because your gun, the murder weapon, makes you an accessory. I've been doing this a long time, kid. You need me around for my wisdom. And you're never gonna take down Sonny without my help. And we need to get started on that, in fact, as soon as possible.
What we need to get started on is disposing of this body before it's traced back to either of us.
It's already taken care of. Don't worry about it. This one's on me.
Well, like I'm supposed to trust you now, huh?
It's just one more thing you need me for. All right, pay attention now, because I'm about to teach you a lesson on how to turn a situation to your advantage.